Hello everybody, and welcome back to Off Campus with Lance and Asher, presented by FootJoy. I'm Asher Wildman. For the last couple weeks, Golfweek has surveyed players from across the country on what they think the top golf courses they've had access to over the last couple years have been. A lot of great tracks and a lot of great places. So, who made the top 10? Which golf courses are the top 10 courses these players have played on? Well, let's take a look. Number 10.
Played it over the summer. It's in really good shape a lot, and it's just got a great layout to it. All these hills and just kind of blind shots, and it's a really good setup. You tee off kind of on an elevated shot, and you hit down. You got water on the right, and big hill on the left. You hit like a hybrid off the tee, and then it's a blind shot into a over fescue to the green, and the green's elevated and slopes off to the right towards more water, and then it's a tough green on top of that. So, you got to know where to hit it. It's a really a course management golf course. So that's what makes it my favorite course.
Number 9.
Great layout, great property. They use the water really well. They have back-to-back par threes. It's really unique in that aspect, and yeah, just a great layout. 15 and 16 are the back-to-back par threes, and there's kind of like a waterway that runs to the left. And I mean, it only plays 150 yards, which is pretty rare for these days. We don't really play many short par threes like that anymore. But it's so tough with the wind. And then the next hole's a 230 par 3 over water, so it's just back-to-back trouble both times.
Number 8.
I like that course. I think it's got a great finish. I think it's a great golf course. From what I remember, 16's a little short little par 4. It's kind of dodgy. I mean, you just don't really find the fairway. 17's a long left to right par 5, and then 18, just a bunch of grass up in your face, some trees, just creeks running everywhere. I mean, it's a nightmare. I really like the greens. The greens were really good. I just like the layout. I don't think anything was too goofy. Sometimes these days you'll play a golf course that has 16 great holes, and then they'll throw in a tee box that turns a par 3 into a dog leg or something like that. But I mean, this golf course was just, for me, I just thought it was 18 good golf holes.
Number 7.
Ours awesome. Probably the top 5 most favorite golf courses I've ever played, and just the landscape around there, huge houses, big statues, pros walking around everywhere. I mean, you just feel like you're a pro out there. I mean, they treat you so well, and the golf course is awesome. It's got a great difference of long holes, short holes, water holes, tight holes. I mean, it's got everything. The greens are always really good. I mean, it's really awesome. Probably number 11's a shorter par 3 over water. It's really tough. Just got to sack it up and hit a good shot. But probably that one and 18 are probably 18's probably the best finishing hole I've played in a long time.
Number 6.
The greens were great. The setup is great. A bunch of hills. There are holes that are way up, very elevated. You can hit drive about 350, 400 yards, and then you turn around and got to go back up the hill. It's real nice. Hole number 3 is par 5. It's kind of a double dog leg. It's real cool along the water, and then a couple holes later, number 5, you got a hole that you can knock it on the green from the tee box. So kind of a cool risk reward. I like holes like that. So man, there's just a lot of good golf holes out there.
Number 5.
I think I kind of like the whole atmosphere of it, the clubhouse, that old school kind of feel. I really like, 16, 17. I think they're 2 really good golf holes. Downhill par 3. I mean, you never know till it hits the green. I mean, you can air mail it by 20, you can come up short in the hazard. I mean, I kind of like that indecision. It kind of puts a bit of fear in you. And again, I don't think there's anything really goofy about that place. I think all the golf holes are pretty fair. It forces you to play a certain way. You can't just take out driver and do whatever you want. It kind of forces you into some certain shots, and I just kind of like that. I kind of like the whole feel of that golf course when you drive in, and I just like the atmosphere around there.
Number 4.
It's a really good test, just all throughout the entire course. Trees don't really come into play, so the wind is just howling. A lot of shots where you'll have 30-mile-an-hour winds coming over your back or from the right or from the left. So it's challenging, yet it's short enough to where if your ball striking's on, you're able to score, but it's also just tough mentally on you. It's a grind for all 18 holes. I think 18's a really cool hole because it's a really short par 4, yet it always seems to play really difficult with the way it sets up against the wind. So you can kind of hit an iron shot, but it was amazing when we played how many bad scores there were on that hole for being such a short hole. I thought that was a really good short hole.
Number 3.
I like Carson because it puts a premium on driving, and you got to drive the ball well. And I hit it pretty straight, and so it's a good course, and definitely a smart player will win out here. And the greens are always good, and yeah, it's kind of like an all or nothing. You're either in the fairway or you're in the trees. So you really have to hit the fairways and keep your ball below the hole. The greens super quick out here. Got to stay below the hole. They're pretty crazy for the shots that you got to hit in with these long irons and stuff. So.
Number 2.
I'm gonna have to say Inverness Club in Toledo, Ohio. You know, it's where we won the 2009 National Championship, and I think it's one of the best tests of golf out there. Well, one thing I've noticed about Inverness is it makes you use every club in your bag, and there's not a let-up hole out there. Even if it's short and it requires you hitting an iron off the tee, you still have to be very methodical about what you're doing into the green and putting it in the right place, because you can still be 15 feet and just trying to make par from there. It's really cool to play a golf course that you know, has held major championships and senior major championships. You know, infamous shots like Bob Toy's bunker shot on 18, and you know, it just kind of really makes you think about the past and how many great players have been through here. So it's a lot of fun.
Number 1.
The honors course, being from Tennessee, kind of a special place for me. So I've played it before in some state ams and other times. So it's a great course. It's got number 7 and 15 out there, probably the two hardest holes you could play in college golf. There's nowhere to miss, and you just got to stand up there and hit a great shot if you want to make a par. You know, there's no bailout on those holes. They both have water left. They're both kind of shaped like the 18th at Sawgrass that Pete Dow designed. And I think that actually those 2 holes are just as hard, if not harder, than that hole.
Thanks, players, for helping us out with the list. Also, if you've played a better course or you think you have been on a better course, leave your comments below the video screen. We'd like to hear what your thoughts and opinions are. That'll do it for this edition of Off Campus with Lance and Asher, presented by FootJoy. Be sure to check back on Wednesday for College Weekly, when we give mid-season reports on both the men's and women's game. I'm Asher Wildman. We'll see you next time.